Hello everyone, my name is Prophet Terry, and today I want to share a deeply personal testimony about a moment in my life when God spoke to me, urging me to leave my business of 23 years and step into a new journey of faith. As a husband, a father of 7 children, 5 of whom are adults and 2 still live with us, and a grandfather to 8 grandchildren, this decision was not easy. I serve as a prophet, and this calling weighs heavily on my heart. It was an ordinary day at work when I felt an overwhelming presence of God. I heard him clearly say, "It's time to shut down your business." This hit me like a ton of bricks. I was instantly emotional, feeling as though I had lost something significant. I knew this was a divine call, and I couldn't ignore it. With a family depending on me, the weight of this decision was heavy. James 1:5 tells us, "If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you." In that moment, I desperately needed wisdom and clarity. After hearing God's voice, I went to my lobby to collect my thoughts. I was grieving the loss of my business and the financial security it provided for my family. Soon after, I received another instruction. I was to travel to another city to deliver a message to a pastor there. This direction felt both daunting and exhilarating, especially considering my responsibilities as a husband and father. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." I had to trust him completely, even when I was emotionally wrecked. I took my son with me, following God's leading. When I arrived, the pastor received me warmly, and I shared the message God had given me. It felt fulfilling to be obedient, yet my heart was heavy as I drove home, constantly wrestling with what it meant to close my business and how it would impact my family. Isaiah 30:21 reminds us, "Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, 'This is the way, walk in it.'" I kept praying for clarity and guidance. The day before Christmas, I received a text from a friend that deeply resonated with me. She shared a dream she had about me. In the dream, you were sitting at a white table, dressed in all black, looking down at a piece of white paper that nearly blended in with the surface. The entire room was white, and it felt as though it was just you and the table in that space. I suddenly appeared in the room, standing a short distance away, but close enough to see the paper. Your face bore an overwhelming look of sadness and grief. You kept looking up, as if searching the heavens, only to return your gaze to the paper. While I couldn't read the words on the page, I noticed it began with a paragraph, and at the bottom, there was a picture of a car. You seemed unaware of my presence, your hands resting heavily on the table, lost in thought. I felt a deep sense of confusion, unable to grasp what was troubling you, yet I could sense your profound grief. As I continued to observe you, that feeling of confusion lingered. Then I woke up and began to pray. In the midst of my prayers, I heard God say, "I need him. It has to go." I might be completely wrong, but I felt the Lord was indicating that you are being called to close your business. Job 33:14-15 says, "For God does speak, now one way, now another, though no one perceives it. In a dream, in a vision of the night, he may speak in their ears and terrify them with warnings." It became clear to me that God was affirming his call. Leaving my business was one of the hardest decisions I've ever made, especially as the provider for my family. But I trust God has a greater purpose for me as a prophet. I want to encourage anyone listening today. When God calls you to make a change, be obedient. It may be challenging, but he has a plan that is far beyond our understanding. Jeremiah 29:11 states, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Trust in His plan and embrace the journey ahead. Thank you for listening to my testimony. If you feel God speaking to you, I urge you to take that leap of faith. Remember, He is with you every step of the way.